Oh, that's what I meant to do. Oh, that's what I meant to do. Hi, Rian, sweetheart. I was just quiet then, writing something down before I forget. Long time no speak. I haven't put the video up yet, Rian, because I did a bit of vlogging today after you left. So I'm going to add that onto our video that we created this morning. So it might go up the end of tonight, or it might go up tomorrow. But I've done a bit of vlogging. I know. Went out with the dog, so I did a bit of vlogging. I hope you're okay. I hope you're sitting nice and comfortably. I'm all geared up, so to speak. Just going to open my rubber. Would you like to see my rubber? It's only little, mind. No. Oh, you're intriguing me now. While I wait for everybody to come in, I may as well have a look. Oh my word, Rian. They look brand new. They look brand new. You sure that's the same pair of scissors? Oh my word. They look brand new. I'm sure that's not pair of scissors. Oh my word. They look unrecognizable to what I give it to you. Oh my word. Well, I'm just stunned. I can't believe they came out that. Oh, I bet they are. I bet they are. So if you are watching, please comment in this comment section below. I can see the comments. For those that are just listening in, I gave Mrs. G, Rian, we meet up once a week, and Mrs. G, Rian, offered to clean my paper scissors, and I went, oh, they'll never come up. They have. I know, that's what I just said. They're recognizable. Look at these. Look how sparkling they have come up. They're unrecognizable. That's all I will say. So if you are about, please comment in this comment section below. I'm just going to open my rubber. It's only small. It's only a small rubber. Say what? Because I kept losing them, so hence why I bought a big one. And now I'm opening it up. Oh yeah, that I can believe, because I used to use them when I used to use hot glue. I knew it would be huge. Oh, well, unrecognizable. So I'm going to carry on with Sarah's journal tonight. I've got a few bits and pieces surrounding me. I've got some stamps. I've made some of these up. They're like little paper clips. And I'm going to show you exactly how I've made them up. They take like 2 minutes to make up. And they're really awesome to put the end of pages. And I've also made this little guy. Also made that one up as well, which I was just looking around for my tin then. Hi, Shaz. So I'll show you how I've made that up as well. Last week, let me just get it out. I've got so much around me, it's unbelievable. Right. I have some ephemera from Lorna. I forgot to put her YouTube channel in the description bar below, but she sells ephemera. So I've got some ephemera from her pack. I've got my Tim Holtz packet out. But you know how last week I was making this and I just penciled in whose name was what because I didn't want to wreck the paper by writing it on. Well, I went on to YouTube. I went on to Word and I printed out in like old style fashion writing the names of the ladies that entered my challenge, and so I'm going to use them names and then I'm going to pop them on the pages. So that's the first thing I'm going to be doing, and that's why I've got the rubber out. And I'm also going to be, I've got my sari silks out as well. So for some of these pages, they're looking a bit sorry for themselves. I'm going to jazz them up with some stamps and we're going to make a few more pages. Hi, Chad, sweetheart. So I have, wait, what do I have? I need some old-fashioned writing I'm looking around. Right, so I have some of these like old-fashioned. And if you know Sarah at all, Sarah likes ballerina. So that lady there, I don't know whether you guys can see. She reminded me of the ballerina, just the way she's standing. And she has got ballerina shoes on. So I'm going to be putting her on the front page. Of course I am. So let's begin. And I have got some news. I got some news. The lovely Marlou has, yeah, she is Columbine Fabulous Ballerina. So I'm going to put her in the front page. I'm going to tuck her in. Sarah's actually on holidays at the moment, I think she said. So I'm going to pop her into the front page because, yeah, she's like, she has to go on the front page with Sarah's work. So I've got some old style writing for me. And all I'm planning on doing is I want the writing to come at an angle. Doesn't necessarily have to be. That'll do me nicely. Just going to take off these ends. There, perfect. And I will keep them for the other pages. So I have some vintage photo, as is a vintage journal I'm making. Gosh, come on, don't play me up now. Yes, what was I saying about Marlou? Marlou has given me permission to, she sent me an email the other day and she asked me whether I would like to share a 10% discount code with you guys. And I said, yes, of course. Thank you very much. So she's given me a special code to give to you ladies. It runs till the end of April, and it's an easy one to remember. All it is, in capital letters, it's my name. That's all you've got to do. When you get to Marlou's shop and you go to checkout, before you pay, type into the discount code my name in capital letters. I have written it down for those who don't know how my name is spelled. There it is. And it's a 10% discount code, and I thought that was so generous of her. So yeah, ends to the end of April, hence why I can give it to you. And I was like, oh bless, like that. Hi Mary, sweetheart. Been watching your video today, Mary, on your page for our 6-way swap. Oh my word, your work is absolutely stunning. Maybe slightly nervous, but yeah. I love where you went with it, that Alice in Wonderland. Hi Sue, sweetheart. So I'm just inking this up, and I'm going to use black ink as if it's been torn. I need to go back and comment, Mary, because I've watched it. It is on my computer, and I need to go back and comment on it. But it was absolutely, it was beautiful. And I'm just going to do it as if it's been what do you call it? Burnt. That's where I was going with it. Okay, so let's bring Sarah's page over. At the back a minute. I don't think stunning. Are you serious? Yes, of course it is. I thought it was stunning. I thought it was absolutely mind-blowing the way you went with it. I just sat there. I actually watched it with Mrs. G because I met up with Rian today, and I sat there and watched it with Rian, and well, my mouth just hit the floor. Rian will tell you, because your work is so stunning. And I love the way you went with it. And I love the little heart tags. I won't say too much for those that haven't seen it. But you need to go over to Mary's channel. And it's called a 6-way swap. I'm lucky enough to be part of the 6-way swap. And yeah, I was like really, really excited. And yeah, wow. I'm wowed. Completely wowed. I was a bit worried. Why have you got to be a bit worried? Honestly, Mary, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. That's the only words I've got. Stunning. Truly and utterly stunning. I was blown over because I thought, oh, only because it was an Alice in Wonderland you did. I would never have thought to sort of go down that route. I honestly thought to go down. I never thought to go down that route. Let's put it that way, because Alice in Wonderland means like Disney. Hiya, Emma, sweetheart. Oh. Right, there's the black. Oh God, you'll have to forgive my fingers because they're covered in black ink. Right, I have. Just want to put a bit of foliage. There, and I want to put some here just to add to the texture of this page. There. So Sarah will get to watch that. It was absolutely beautiful. Just stunning. Right, I'm going to do the back of it before I move on to my next piece. Now with the back I have one of these, and it's like an inventory Interfairy, I think it's called. I'm not pronouncing that right. I know I'm not. I'm going to do a bit of collaging, I think, on the back of this page. Okay, so where's that piece gone I just had? There. And I have a bit of napkin I can stick on. Let me cut this down. I'm going to rip it off there, I think. So I get that. I should have enough space for that to go in, like so. So let's ink this up. Ah! Oh, I missed last week. Colette and Chris on 11:30. Yes, I was. I love those tea-dyed pages, Colette. Thank you, Shaz. Yes, last week, Chris, my husband, I dyed them. Chris tried them out. Yes, that's what he was doing last week. I won't do it down that side because we're not really going to see it. Where's the glue? I'm going to stick just there like so. I'm going to ink this one up before I put that down. Now, I'm not going to use Mod Podge to put the napkin down. I'm actually going to use glue. Have you all made journals? Well, Mary, I've made journals, as you know. I think Mrs. G's made one. She made like an album journal. Has Shaz made one? Yeah, Shaz has made a journal. Shaz made one for me. She made like an album journal. Emma, have you made one? Yeah, I thought you did. I remember watching your channel, so hence why I asked, because I wanted you to be able to say it. Right, I'm gonna, oh gosh, I'm gonna pop that just away from these holes so they don't overlap. And then I'm going to use this to a bit of there, that's better. Wait a minute, I need to come over ever so slightly. Right, and I have got next to me some Tim Holtz ink, Tim Holtz paper. Now this paper set is the ideology ideology, and it's a collage mini stash, and you get all the different paper pads. I'll quickly show you. Okay, cones, or just all different ones. There's not a specific one. It's absolutely stunning pad. So I'm going to be using some of this in the journal because the pictures are absolutely stunning. Music notes. It's just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous pad to own. So I've got that, but I've also got, this was in the pad. So I'm going to rip out a butterfly. And I'm going to tear if I can. Bottom here. And I'm using Vintage Photo Tim Holtz inks. Because I'm going to put one just in the centre there. And this is Black Soot. Okay. And then once all this is dry, I'm going to gesso it all down. Right, so I'm going to give time for that to dry. So that's what that page is looking on that side, and that's what that one's looking on the inside. So let's do some more. Hi Fiona, sweetheart. I haven't had a try at this sort of journal. I made an album for Claire, but would love to try this. You did make an album for me. I call them an album journal because to me you can write in them, but no, they're not a junk journal, as in, so they're like an album journal. I call them an album journal, but yeah. You know what I mean. I absolutely love Tim Holtz, but you love Tim Holtz. Me and you always have discussions, Fiona, but who loves Tim Holtz more, me or you? Right, I'm going to work on, this is a fabric page I've got in, and all these have been like slotted in. Oh, I'll tell you what I haven't done before I go any further. Where's Sam? Where's Sam? Where is am I going crazy? Where is Sarah's name? Ah, lost it. Oh, yeah, it is. Got you. Right, so because it's Sarah's work on the front, this is Sarah's piece that she made for my challenge. I printed out some of these words. Now, what I will do just to make it a little bit smaller is I'm gonna ink this entirely down. And I did this in like an old scope writing set. The page is really pretty clear. Thank you, Shaz. I'm currently working on 2 journals of Tim Holtz. Are you, Fiona? Here's one. And I'll gesso these down in a second so they won't look so dark. Right, there's that one. And I've also got gathered twigs as well. I quite like using. Right. I'll find the lid to my ink. Am I going crazy? Ma! Can't. Oh, my word. I must be going crazy. I'm looking for the lid. Ah, my ink, because I didn't want the ink to dry out. Is Angie feeling better? Yeah, Angie's feeling a lot better. She's about. I don't know where she is tonight, but she's feeling a lot better. Thank you for asking, Fiona. So the special code, for those that have just joined me, Marlou, who's Gracie's place, she gave me a special code to use. I'm just trying to work out how I want this to sit. Yeah, perfect. She gave me a special code to use, which is the doggy snoring, which mimer. Oh, yes. Teddy's not as loud because he's been for a walk, but he is snoring and he's nowhere near me. Marlou gave me a special code to use. It's 10% off anything in her shop. So her shop is on for Crooksy, but you can get to it through her channel, which I've left in the description bar. Hello, lovely Marlou. And the code is my name, all in capital letters. And it's for 10% off, and it runs till the end of April. And I'm going to pop that one just there, like so, and then I'm going to pop this one I don't want it there, and I lift it without tearing it off. There. So Sarah made that piece, and that's how I'm going to do it throughout the book, so you can sort of see who's made what piece. So I'm going to leave all that dry, and I'll dress it all down later. Now our next page is a fabric page. I'm going to put that there a second. And the lovely Carla made this piece. So let me find Carla's name before I start losing the will to live and everything around me. Carla's name is here. And it's just so that Sarah knows who's made what piece, because otherwise she's not going to know, but I will. Does that make sense? So I'd rather pocket there. What I'm thinking of doing, if I cut this down ever so slightly, that should fit on there, and it does. Move this out the way. I've got a little bit left of ink left on my sponge. I'm just lightly going over. I haven't gone into my ink pad yet. Take this off. Got Twix. So what's everybody's favourite inks that you'd like to use? I think mine has to be either between Vintage Photo or Gather Twigs. It's got to be between those two. And I do like using weathered wood from time to time, but not often. Love that idea of putting everyone's names on the page with their work. Thank you, Sue, sweetheart. Well, I thought, well, that's the only way the lovely Sarah's going to know who's made what. Otherwise, she's going to go, oh, it's a lovely journal. Well, I'm not sure who made that, and I'm not sure who made what. So I had to think of a way to put everybody's name on. And there's the lovely colours. Right, we have a piece here now. I've got some sari silks that I'm thinking of creating scissors. Vintage photo. Tea dye is okay, but it can be orange. I've got stays on and that's it. Oh, bless. Everyone. Oh, thank you, Ian. Yes, Emma, he is cute when he snores. Kind of. Just kind of. Right. I'm going to do a bit of a fabric collage in here. I'm going to I'll put that there. Let me get this down a little bit. And I'm going to do it so Sarah can cut it off or she can trim it down. So that can go there. I'm getting another piece out. Okay. There. And there. Actually, I want to see it, so I have got, I'm just trying to think what I can put for there. Oh, I have got buttons. I'm going to put them. I do use other colours, but if it's for vintage look, then vintage photo. Mostly I love vintage photo. I've noticed it's often more expensive than the others. This is true, isn't it? It is really expensive. And there is no really reason why it should be expensive. I mean, I know the lovely Tim works very hard in giving us, or us ladies, the colours that we like to use. But, you know, me personally, just my opinion personally, I think it should be one price for each one, not because like you say, vintage photo, more people use it. I'm just going to quickly sew that on my machine, and then I'm going to put a button. You know, more people tend to use vintage photo, so it shouldn't be more expensive because more people use it. It should just be the same price as everything else. Right, I've put that just there, so just across it, so Sarah can cut that down if she wishes. And I have, if you know me at all, you know I love my buttons. And I've got some vintage buttons since we're doing a bit of a vintage theme. Oh, God. Okay. Let's have a look. Just want one sparkly button, that'll do. That's perfect. I'm gonna hand sew that in. I can find my needle. No, my needle's not on there as usually. Oh, there's my needle. I want some real, I'm going to use green because I can keep the thread running. Can you use VersaFine in the same ways as the Distress inks, Marlou? I mean, like diluting in for dyeing fabrics and ribbons. Sue says, but that's why it's more expensive because everyone uses it. It's more popular, so they will always charge more. Yeah, this is the reason. Good night, Chaz. Thank you for popping in, sweetheart. Cheapest way to dye fabric is coffee. Yes, exactly. I tend to either use tea stain. I do use tea stain quite a lot, but I found just fairly recent how different people use tea stain their work. Some people use, you know, have it all in a bowl and tea stain it like I do, and then put it in the oven. Others do it a completely different way, and I like that because the papers if me and you tea stained it, and we both did it together, it would always come out the same, which it would always come out different, not the same, sorry, which is the whole reason why I like the idea of it being different. So I'm just going a couple of times through the button there, and that is a bit heavy because it's not in the book at the moment. Okay, tie this off. I'm going to keep the thread there because this ties decide how much thread I want. Because I'm going to use my sari silks on this page. Right, sari silk. Now I do have some green, hence and I think this would be fit perfect. And I love the gold in this sari silk, absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Okay. Blackford Mary has a great tutorial on her channel how she takes tea stains, and it's a great technique. She does indeed, and this is why I'm saying it's so I do know it's there. The lovely Mary told me that it was there. I've done a video on how I tea stain, and like I say, different people do different things, and I think that's why I sort of like it, because if me and you tea stain it, it's never going to come out the same. It's always going to come out different, and that's I love that idea, and I love that effect. I mostly use coffee and beetroot. Now, I've never thought of using beetroot before. That's a really good. What colour does beetroot come out as then, Emma? Does it come out red, or does it come out like a brownie sort of colour? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to ruffle this up. I'm going to put some pins on. I'm going to quickly do this on my machine. Does it come out? I wonder whether it comes out red or whether it actually comes out like a brownie colour. I suppose if you're using it with something else. I've always thought to use you know, the skin of melon, pinky purple. Oh wow. Well, I'm going to give that a go. I love that. Pinky purple. Wow. Right, I'm just going to quickly sew this on my machine. I would show you how my machine is set up, but the thing is, I have got a ton and more things on my table. Quickly sew this. Pinky purple. I've never known. I've never known it to be pinky purple before. Right, so I've just ruffled it on the side. I'm going to leave that green there. It is a bit bigger than the page, but I like things like that because it adds more effect. Now I've come up with this beautiful pink. I'm going to use a piece of what am I looking for? A piece of paper, like a ephemera piece. Right, let me have a look what Tim holds. Some veggies dies. Fade quickly, Mary said. Oh wow. Do they, Mary? Night, Marlou. Thank you for coming in. I've never thought to use beetroot. I've always thought to use every time I eat melon. I've always thought to use melon. You know, the skin of like a green melon, fresh melon. I've always thought to use that, but never had the courage to do it. And with these type of things, I suppose it's trial and error. It's either going to come out perfect or not perfect at all. So I am just going to ink this up. Where's my ink gone? I'm going to ink this page up. Just the edges. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do it a bit like that. Yeah, I do. Just want to collage that. I'm going to make an envelope now, a fabric envelope to go on here. I just wanted something paper-wise. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure about that paper. Let me make a fabric. I'm going to make a fabric envelope. I'm not sure about the paper. I don't know why, but it's not appealing to me, so I'm not going to do it. I will make a fabric envelope up and see where I go. So what I've done and created is these. Now these are all tea stained. The lines are where it's been on my what do you call it? Tray. And the lines are where it's been on the tray. And what I've done is I've embossed it, and I've just embossed it on one side, and that's a full embossment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some fabric envelopes up. So I'm going to get my ruler first of all, and I'm going to just tear that up, and I'm going to use this as my top bit. And leave 1/4 of an inch, and then there's my little envelope with the embossing. Now, why I say it was fabric, because I'm going to use some of those sari silks. I'm just looking for something I think that would be nice. Some of these, and then I could possibly use these to build it up. So I'm just using little pieces I've just cut. Get flat first, just to put on the end of that page. I do have some stamps. Now, when anybody ever sends me things, I always keep stamps, no matter where it is. I've got stamps from Malta, stamps from Australia. I always keep stamps because I think, oh, they're so pretty. I don't really want to throw them out, A, and B, I can reuse them in my work. And this is a pure vintage button. So I'm gonna just slide the ink that. Yep, come here. I never think to emboss, Mary. To be honest with you, unless I'm looking around my room for inspiration, and to be fair with this book, I really did, because everybody sent me things, and I thought, oh, what can I use that I've got in my room? And I thought, well, I'm never using my embossing and my big shot, and I nagged and begged to have it for Christmas, and then I never use it. So I thought, well, it's got to be done. I've got to use it up. And so yeah, that's what I thought about, using it and creating in like pages I wanted. So I'm going to work out where I want this to be. I do want it coming over ever so slightly, not too much. There, that's beautiful. Just check with food dyes, as some of them are I can't pronounce that, which I think can go and said, all right, I see what you're saying. Bought some sprays inks, but it worked out expensive. I bought some sprays ink. I know the ones you're on about, cosmetic sprays. They're really, really expensive. I bought the watercolor sprays. Now they're about £2 a bottle, and I've had them for over a year, and I do use them if I'm spraying, and they can go into fabric too. And yeah, I've used them. I've got a bottle out now in a second to show you exactly what I use. But Emma, I will have a check about, I can't pronounce the word, but I know what you're trying to say to me. Like you say, it's trial and error, isn't it, when you're dyeing things? I suppose it is. I would imagine so. That will dry. Okay, I'm going to fold it over. Just pressing the fabric down onto the paper where there's glue. Putting this up. Because sometimes I struggle with gluing stuff. Right, and then I have, I do have a big, massive, like, basket full of sari silks. And I'm just looking for something that will pop from the page. So I've got something like this. I just want to use a touch of it. No, not quite what I'm looking for. Wait a second, bear with me. Come on. No, not quite what I'm looking for. That'll do. So I'm going to stick, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. That, just like so. And then that page then becomes a pocket in my book. Now it's up to me now whether I want to build it up. I think I will. I'm going to use this piece. I'm not cleaning your ruler. I know you clean my scissors. Well, now I know you can clean my scissors, Miss Rian. I'll send all my tools to you. That scissors come up amazing. For those that are going, what the heck is she talking about? Well, my fabric scissors was in a bit of a mess. I used to use a hell of a lot of hot glue until I found out that you don't actually need hot glue to craft, and that it wasn't for me. And that was through doing a challenge. That wasn't just something I completely thought of. And anyway, paper scissors, I used to use them for everything, hot glue, anything, and they were in a bit of a mess. And when Rian came over this afternoon, she said, "Shall I clean these scissors? They look a bit of a needing TLC." I said, "Oh," I was a bit like, I'm in an RN, because I was like, "Oh no, please," because it's gonna put me to shame. She said, "No, I'll clean them up here. I said, "Yeah, but you're never gonna get a wash on there." She said, "No, I'll clean them up. I promise, I'll clean them up." So anyway, she went away, and she came back, and she just told me she's cleaned my scissors up. And to be fair, they look like a new pair of scissors. Because I love buttons so much, I'm going to pop that button just there. These are actual vintage buttons that I bought off eBay. This might not work, but we'll see. And then I'm going to fold this. Give that a little bit of time to set. Quick envelope. Right, now I've got that. I'm going to make a fabric pocket to go inside that. So I'm going to make it out of this because it'll match with the ruler. Wait a second. It doesn't have to be neat because I'm not trying to be neat. And I'm going to pop this. Wait a second, I've got some lace. I'm going to make it out of a second. Right. I'm left about 1/4 inch to come back on myself while I got it in there. Just gonna sew. Oh wait, no, what button? What side am I sewing the button on? This side, yeah. To think then what side I'm sewing the button on. Get another button out. And I'm going to just pop it in there. And this is going to go over that page of just cut, done things we've worked on. Tie this off. Come on. Right. Pull. Keep missing it. You have to forgive my fingers, they're in a bit of a mess. Right, so I have that so far. I'm going to sew. Let me get some more like nice sari silks on the go. I have some pink that I could use. Just going to pin it while I make it. Have to go. I need to charge. Oh, good night. God bless, Mary. Thank you for popping in, sweetheart. And I'm going to come up over there because this is going to flip over now in a second. You'll see the magic. Because I can't show you the machine because I've got like loads of stuff on it. So I'm going to sew from there to about there, come across and sew back up. I should be done in like no matter word. So yeah, when I was making this journal, I decided because of everybody's work, I wanted to make it a bit vintage because that's the kind of things that everybody's going for, everybody's made for. So that's why I was thinking of using my sari silks. finished. Okay, so that's where I've sewn. That's what I've got so far. I'm going to fold that in half. I'll show you. I'm going to fold that in half, and I'm going to make a loop. Now I've got some of this sorry, tailor-made journals. Hi, tailor-made journals. I like the embossed papers. These? Are you looking at these? Hiya, sweetheart. I'm going to make a little thing now for it to go around. So I'm going to cut this because it's quite thick. I'm going to cut this in half. And for it to go over there. In a second. I'm just going to pop that under the sewing machine like there. Okay, so I have my loop, and it's cutting down a little bit. And I have my bag, so I'm going to fold it now and make it into a bag. So all I'm going to do, a bit like what I've just done there, I'm going to sew to there and I'm going to sew to there. But you will see the second what I've done. One side. Ooh. Like I say, I would show you my machine, but there's loads of stuff on my table. So I've now made my little pocket for everything to go in. This loop is probably a little bit too big. Yeah, it's a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is, how can I fix that? Trying to work out how to fix it. If I snip, I got an idea. If I snip that just alongside, I'm going to sew that again on there. And then that should go around the button. Should. I'm not sure. There. So I have a little bit loose. But I do have a little pouch for it to fit in. A little bit loose than what I'd like it to be. I'm not going to fuss too much because it's a bag anyway. And that's what it looks like on the outside. So actually, I've just had an idea. Just as an idea, if I cut this, how many times have I cut it now? Twice. And I cut it just through here. I can pop the button through here. Good night, Emma. Thank you for popping in, sweetheart, and thank you for giving me all your lovely inspiration about dyeing my papers and whatnot with all. There we are. Just cut through the lace. That's what I should have done right now. So I've done that one. That's going to go in here. It's dry now. That fits perfectly in there. And then that's our our little pocket. Now this is the I've lost everything now. That's the first page. So I'm going to pop this pocket on the end. Doesn't matter where I'm going. No, just trying to work it out. So can I pop it at the top? About that side. Does that cover? might have made it a little bit too big. I'm going to pop it this side because there's nothing on this side. So I'm going to pop it just there. Yeah, that's where I'm popping it. And I've made these little paper clips. And what I did, I'll show you what I mean now, how to make them up. They are super quick. And super quick and adorable. So that is my sort of page there. I might add some more to this, but we'll see how we go. So I have that page, that page. It doesn't matter if that's sticking out. It looks quite effective. We have got now where I was. Oh, this is this page next, which is creams. Did I put Sarah's, Carla's? Right, so this one is Karina's. Oh, I'm going to rub this out with my little ruler, little rubber, should I say. I'm going to get Karina's name, which is here. And I'm going to just cut it slightly on the end. There. I've got some pages somewhere. Hi, Penny. I've got some pages. I've got some. I'm going to use, I think, a bit Tim Holtz on this page. And I've also got my butterflies. So what I'm going to do is I'll move this all out the way. Take the two pieces of paper into the map. So each page looks a bit different from the second page, and I have got. And if you were watching last week, you will know that I did say I was going to add more pages, which I am going to do. As you probably have seen, I have got some embossed papers there, which I'm going to be making more envelopes now in a second with them, and ephemera pieces. Put the inks back on my lids back on my inks before they dry out. Okay. Yeah. Move this. Right, ink this up. Black soot. Some Rian said to me today they look as if they've been burnt with a lighter. What do you guys think? Right, I'm going to cut some ephemera up, so let me cut these buttons out. I'm just going to do a bit of collaging on this paper as well. Sorry silk. I have got. I might use a bit of this on there. Since that's got butterflies on, it's only right I use a butterfly. There's my black 5 for that one. Just have a look, see how much one was there. So when we have a look with yeah. So tailor-made journals, remind me what your name is, sweetheart, because my mind's gone completely blank and I'm sat here trying to figure it out while the lovely tailor-made journals gets back to me on her name, and then I can remember for next time. If you've just tuned into me, Marlou has given me a 10% discount code to use in her shop for anyone to use. So if you want to use it, it's my name in capitals, and I'll give you 10% out for shop. So I was thinking with this journal, I'm going to be doing the cover slightly different. I've got the spine, but I'm going to use one of the pages to create the cover, which I'm really looking forward to doing. And I don't know how many pages I'm going to put in the journal as of yet. I don't know. I think we did 10, didn't we? Lorna, it's you, Lorna. Been watching you today. Of course it is, sweetheart. How could I forget? Sometimes I don't register the YouTube names for the channels. I know that sounds stupid, but I don't. And then it's only when somebody says the name, then I sort of click. It's Lorna's papers. This has come from Lorna's collection. It's Lorna's papers that I'm actually using. Oh. Right, I'm going to stick that down. Stick that down first. I'm not going to go around this one in black because you're barely going to see it once I've stopped collaging on top. And I'm going to pop the butterfly just there, like so. Oh, wait. Yes, you were telling me about Lorna. I blame the glue. You were telling me about Lorna today. That's right, you was. Oops. I'm going to put that one there. There, like so. So Karina's made a page for the back, and then you open this out and she's got a page inside. So that's Karina's page done. Now this page is completely and utterly blank. I don't mind blank pages going inside the journal as long as there's like a little something on them, and then I can sort of rest and I've put something on them. So because I've been using sari silks, I'm going to go with a bit of green and some pink. And I do have, let me have a look. I do have, where's that scissors gone? Oh, there's green there. Pink. There. You just cut this down. About there. Right, I'm going to do a quick stitch just down here, making sure I don't pull into anything on the other side. And this will be this page done. Okay, so I didn't want to go too far down in case I come into the envelope. So I've just put a few of the sari silks on that side. That is that page done. So the next page is this one. That one. I'm going to ink around the edges. And because I quite like the line, there, I have, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Don't know whether to stamp or whether to, right, my question is, shall I stamp? I have like an old postcard there or some script writing. Shall I stamp an old postcard here or some script writing? Is my question to all you lovely ladies watching me. Old stamp or some script writing? Well, I'm quite proud of myself. Just popped over to you, Lorna, and subscribe and returned here without kicking myself out. Oh, well done, Rian, sweetheart. I can't even comment on the live chat without kicking myself out, so I'm very impressed. Oh, bless. Old postcode. Old postcode? Postcard. Old postcard or script writing. Let me get the do that out. I like the postcard. Right, okay, doke. I think I've got many for the postcard now. And I'm going to do, since that's in brown, if I did it in brown, it'd be quite faded. Or I could do with both. I could do both. I like the script. I'm going to do this in brown with, what's this? Gather twigs. Whoops. And I'm going to do the script, a little bit of the script in black on top. Because I can't make my mind up and everybody's going script or postcard. Right. Barely came out. Right, so obviously I've got to do it in black. Aha. Did come out that time. I'm just going to use this off the page. So it gives me like a 3-layer. I don't know whether you guys can see that. Would have done it 3 layers. Probably can see the black and then a touch of the brown. I do have, wherever it's gone, I don't know where it's gone. Do have a block in script that I quite like. Since that's gone in black, I'm going to do the script in brown. Not really coming out, but that's that page, I would say, done. I've left the what do you call the strings on. Left the strings on. So this side I'm going to do the script. Why not? Right, I always like to keep the acetate on. I know some of you like using the blocks. I always find it hard. Now, if you guys can come up with something, because my block is awful. It doesn't grab the stamps, and therefore when I'm stamping, the stamp comes off the block. I've tried washing it and leaving it air dry, it doesn't work. And I don't know whether there's something out there I can put on my blocks, or whether there's a particular way I'm supposed to be washing it. I don't know. So if you guys know, that would be a brilliant help, because I can't get my blocks to work. Sometimes they grab on and sometimes they don't. I nearly choked on my herbal tea then, Rianne. I nearly choked on my herbal tea. I'm not cleaning your blocks, Claire. You can clean them. No, I'm okay with my blocks. I just can't grip the stamp. This one's got flower and script on, so I'm going to use this one. Clean it with a rubbing alcohol. Oh, wow, right, okay. Right, okay, I'll try that. Where do you purchase that then? From Amazon. Is it called a particular something? Is it called rubbing alcohol? Right, I'm going to just let my stamp move. Oh, that's better. Much better. Move out the way. There. Oh, right, I have somewhere. I have somewhere. I'm looking around for my I got it. So I like this napkin because you get, I've left a little bit of space for myself. You get the oh, I do apologize, I've forgotten to knock the noise off my phone. You get the choice, let me show you that way. You get the choice of either pink or yellow lemon, and I really love using this, and especially just lately I've loved making like things up to go into the side of the journal, because there's actually a challenge coming up. No challenge, there's not a challenge. There's actually a thing I'm doing soon with the lovely Mary, who was in chat, and she yeah, I'm doing a 6-way swap with that, and we're making a journal, and I'll pop that because he just won't leave me alone. See if I can stitch it. I'm going to see if I can stitch that both sides. Give me a second. There, just stitched that both sides, left the threads there. That's that page done. Yeah, I'm doing a 6-way swap with the lovely Mary. Where am I at? There. That's better. So on this page, which is the other side of this, I'm going to be putting, just trying to work out where the sari silks are. I'm going to put, I made these paper clips up, and I want to show you how I've made them up, because I'm going to make a long one to go in here. So you take a paper clip of any size. Now I'm going to cut some fabrics up, so I'm going to cut quite long pieces up because I want them to be quite long. Before I cut them up, I'm going to sew some of the pieces on here. have this for you. So I have that piece so far. I have, I'm looking for some more sari silks that I've got. Some really nice vintagey ones. Got that one. Now I do have this one, which I really like. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. So I think I will use some of that on this page just to make it stand a little bit. Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to hold that piece there. No. Oh, there we are. Right, and then with these pieces, bring them around. She just gathering pieces up. That's all I'm doing at the minute. I do have a bit of lace. I tell you what, I know where I can get some stuff. Now I had this given to me by the lovely Carol, who I swapped with last month, and I have, this is what I've made them out of. So I've just cut, so I'm going to make this one quite long. Doesn't matter if they're in like a particular order. There, right, so that might be a bit too thick. So what I'm going to do is I go through a second, bend this paper clip up towards me because it's just a little handy help, and I go through a second. I go through the middle of it, which pull all the threads through, including anything you've gathered together. Then you fold that the other way. I won't fold it the other way. Let me put them through again. I'll show you. So that the paper clip is coming towards me, and all I'm trying to do at the minute, I'm going to put it through that one bar. You see how it's on two? I'm just going to put the threads, the pieces that I've gathered together, through this one particular bar. And they will go through, because this is how I've done. This is all I've been making actually this week, is these. Right, and then you fold that over on itself. Make sure you've got enough of everything. Now that one hasn't gone through, which make sure you've got enough of everything, because what you're going to do next is sew it. Make sure it's folded way across. This will go through your machine, so don't think that it won't. It will. It does take your machine, it does take a little bit of fiddling about with, but it will go through. And all I'm going to do, I'll pack this away a minute. I haven't got these beautiful threads around me. Right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to this side of my machine, to the inner side of my machine, and I'm just going to put one stitch down there. It will go through. You've just got to be really careful, because obviously you're sewing on the machine with it. Okay, so I have done a little stitch there, and this is why you fold it over. So this piece now goes at the back of my laces, creating a paper piece. Does work. Oh, I am so this. That would help if I sewed it. Oh gosh, help me. Right. I am trying to nail down hubby to help me finish the Jane kit. Oh, sorry. They will be 8 by 5 by 11, so you can stretch them a little if you need to, as you keep it a little bit bigger than now. Oh, don't you worry about that. Thank you, Lorna, sweetheart, for doing that for me. Honestly, don't panic about that. I'll well, it's fine. I know you're working on it. That's all I can ask for. Thank you. You're so sweet. I love watching you because you can you give me so much inspiration, especially when it comes to journals. Then we're looking at your vintage letters today. Oh my word, amazing. Right, I'm gonna play about now with my sari silks and my paper. I've sewed that. There's the paper clip there that comes away. Just gonna glue that down, and I'm gonna glue a piece of this down. I love, love, love watching you. You make me smile because the kit, what am I trying to say? Each kit that you make always got a story to it, and that's why I love it. I was watching the kit today that well, there was a story about a man and he was a painter, and I can't even remember what kit it was now, but I was so engrossed into the story I completely forgot what the kit was. Oh my word. Right, I am going to, since this is the middle of my spine, I don't want to go sort of further in. I'm going to just sew a couple of stitches down here. Take this that way. And he was a painter. What kit was that? What kit am I thinking of? He was a painter, and then he had like vintage letters and all sorts. I have no inspiration. My brain is fired on the glue and the meds. I'm so happy you loved the videos. Ah. What? Perhaps it wasn't you then. Perhaps it was somebody else. I get confused. You're very welcome. I do watch your videos. I just get confused. Please take no notice of me. Myself take no notice. But I do watch them. No, I do. And I cannot wait for your kit. When I've asked whether you could. I did ask whether you could do it, didn't I? I didn't just say, Lorna, get to work on this. I didn't just say that. I swear I didn't. I promise. But yes. Push that down. Push that there. Right, I need to put this in somewhere, so I've got over there. That's it. That comes away over there. Now, the lovely Lynn made this piece. Let's find Lynn's name. I have the Scottish cat. Aha, Lynn. Lynn. Right, ink this up. I shouldn't keep my inks open, but I do. For sure, it wasn't me. Too many videos. I feel the same way. I watch hundreds of videos, and yes, you did a taskmaster. I know, I get so confused, and then people say to me, do you watch my videos? And I go, yeah, I do watch them. I promise I do. I just get confused which ones are which. If YouTube just had like 5 channels, I'd remember every single channel. I'm sure I would. But because it's just one, because it's like 100 million videos, and I more or less watch videos on different things, I still get confused. And I get confused on the names. Like, I couldn't recognize you until you said your name. And yeah. So you've got to know me to know that. Right, I'm going to cut this now. Glue this onto you. Now, I have put that in pencil. I don't know whether that's going to come off. I should have done it vanished in ink, but never mind. I'm going to pop Lynn's name just there. Because Lynn, lovely Lynn, made me. Lovely Lynn made this piece here. Right, so we're on the very, well, I say the last page I created last week. So this page, I put in some paper clips. This is what I'm going to do to the paper clips, is I'm going to create some of those bookmarks. So I'm going to come up, just cut. I do have some of this silk. Let's do like some pink to go with that. There. Wait a second. There. I got a piece of. I know my fingers on. There. Where's my lace? Hard to keep anyone straight. I only make straight fabric kits, not designed ones like these one. Oh, I see. I see. I bought another kit last night off you. See, now I remember now. You're on Etsy, you know. I bought another kit off you last night. What kit did I buy? Oh, another one. I can't even remember what kit it was now. God, my brain's like a sieve. Oh. I know I bought another kit. I know I did. Now, the lovely Miss Rian, she gave me these little paper clips. No, they're called bulb. What are they called then? Bulb clips. And I'm going to do the same to them. I'm going to fold it over, pin that down. And I could, if I wanted to, which I might do off camera, is put some what am I trying to think? What am I trying to think of? Bulb pins. Thank you, Miss Rianne. What was I going to say? I could add some little clips to them. They're going to dangle down like so. Did you? That one. Cut this one down a little bit. That one. That one. I think that'd be it for that one. So what I thought, Rian, what I thought Sarah could use this one for is she could. I'm going to actually fold it and sew it as is, because at the end of the day, it doesn't need to be on the. Doesn't need to be on the clip in order for me to do it. What was I going to say? I thought Sarah, lovely Sarah, could use these clips to bookmark her pages. There's that. Right, this page I haven't actually done anything to, and I've just been thinking while I've been doing, because I've used sari silks on the others. That one. No. That one. Yeah. Yes. Right, I'm going to sew that onto there. That is a pocket there. I might, don't know whether to put, I don't know. I got ideas running through my head like crazy. Oh, shall I do this and shall I do that? Oh, what about this looks? What about that? Does anybody else work like that? Is it just me? I'm like, shall I do that? Shall I do this? What about this? Shall I do that? And as I wish I could just decide on one thing, but I can't. Nope. Okay, so I've just done a few over there, and there, that is gone, and there'll be another little tuck spot. I've done one there. My other few buttons. Why not? If not, there's my. Get some thread on the go. So I will show you what everything looks like in a second. I'm just going to sew these buttons on. My fingers are completely brown. Oh, that one's not so bad, but this one, you have to forgive me the mess. Because I am getting the complete and utter mess by you. Just going to quickly sew these vintage buttons on, as this is a vintage piece. And I might go through, don't know whether to go through the box and search for another piece to just put on this pocket. And with fabric pages, there's loads you can add to fabric pages. There's photos for starters, there's bookmarks, you can add loads. Right, I'm just going to tie this off. And I'm going to cut it. And where's my other button gone? That's already got, that's okay. I was going to say that's already got thread through. And these are vintage buttons. I might get another piece out of the basket now, so bear with me, and I'm going to go and get another piece to put on this what would you call it? Fabric journal. This fabric page or fabric. And yes, it was you, because she told me about the papers. Thank you, Miss Rian. See, I knew she was talking lines, but she's probably mixing it up with someone else. No, I promise it wasn't. I wasn't mixing you up with someone else. I've been using your papers actually, and this. I do get mixed up with people. I promise you I do, but no. I bought a kit off you. What kit did I buy last night? And I read your message that you left me in Etsy. Thank you very much for that, Miss Lorna. Do you know what it is? On Facebook, I can see your name, and that's what it is. On YouTube, it's different now. Right, so I've got that. I'm going to get another piece out of the box that everybody's done me. I've added my pieces here. I'm going to make 3 more and add them there. We've got purple. Oh, we got one of them. I like that. See, go through the box, and I'm going to add green because we've got some green going through the box. I'm only adding strips of 3 at the minute. One, two. Yeah, that goes. I was thinking, oh, that doesn't go. It does. I'm going to fold. Oh, wait a minute. That way better. I'm just going to fold that over and sew it. down. And I also made, I'm going to show you my paper clip now. I'm going to leave them 2 blank for Sarah to fill in. So I don't want to, because it's Sarah's journal at the end of the day, so I don't want to fill it all in. I also made one of these. What way does it go? That way. These are diamantes, the seam binding, this says, and some sari silk, and I've put it on a little paper clip. So I'm going to try just pop it just there. So I've got that page. Right, let me go and get another piece on my box for that page. And then this page at the top, because I've got this is vintage, but I don't want to sort of leave it like that. I want something really pretty to be on the top, so I might put a bit of that. All right, I'll put a strip of it. Oh, sorry, Miss Rian. Right. Just strip in. Sarah can cut this down to whatever she wants. I have a strip of sari silk. Yeah. Oh, yes. And I get a little bit of that pink trim. So I'm going to take this bowl clip out before I get trapped in my machine. Come on. Where does it go? Okay. Right. So I'm going to... Oh, that didn't stay. Man. Actually, can I use it as a tab? Oh, I can. Oh, gritting my teeth. I know, Miss Rian. Rian doesn't like the sound of teared fabric. Do you, Miss Rian? Don't like the sound of teared fabric at all. So today I did a vlog, second vlog. I'm going to put the ink lids on my inks because I'm looking at them thinking they ain't going to dry out. Right, so I have that. Now, like you say, I'm going to, is that the button? I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a piece out the basket. I'm going to add it to there. Right, I'm going to add it to that page there. So let me grab my piece from my basket. Okay, so I have my basket now. Who have we had so far? We've had Lynn, we've had Sarah, we've had Karina, Carla, and Sarah. Right, okay, so can we have, I'm just trying to think now, who's, let's try this one. I don't know who it is, but we'll see. This is from Tammy. So, and I think I have some of Tammy's name. I'm sure I have. So Tammy made me 2 pieces. And I think time for tea. And it's a little pocket. So I think that would fit in. Actually, I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to put Tammy's name on the pocket instead of using it as a pocket. Tammy made some gorgeous flowers and she made me 2 pieces to put inside the journal. And Tammy's YouTube channel is Tambera Lily and Crafts. And I have a name, I think. Should have a name. Angie. Oh. Oh, it's falling now. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we cut through a name then. Okay, let me ink these up. That one, and then next week hopefully I've got Angie, the lovely Miss Paisley, with me next week. If not, well, I'll be working on this because I want Sarah to have it soon. So if you were watching, I can see chat. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Just noticed them. Thank you so much. It does mean an awful lot. I'm gonna tap that with a bit of black soot. That one. So these pages are good to go now. And I don't think I would do anything else to them. Let's make it on. Okay. Move that a second. Lily and crafts there. And Tammy's little pocket goes there. Right, so let me show you. This is going to be a chunky monkey. This journal definitely is going to be that. It's already starting to chunk up, and I haven't gone through everybody's names as of yet. I think I've only done a couple. I have pages ready to go. I don't know how many. We'll count now to see how many we've got. So we have the lovely Sarah, which I do have, and I wanted to cut out for her this picture. Now I wonder where this came from. That I said I needed to go in there for the lovely Sarah. I printed this out on normal paper only because I like the idea. All my wording tonight has been printed on normal paper, photocopy paper, because when you rip it, you're going to get a nice effect. And it's sort of like a ripped effect I was going for. But I will ink all this up, and Sarah's going to have that to begin with, because Sarah likes ballerina, and that definitely spoke Sarah. So yes. So let me go through it with you guys. So Sarah's piece is here, and I've put Sarah's. She'll know what she's created, but I've put her name on the front. I've put some of this old style writing, and I've inked it, and thicken the pages up as well, because we've got, you know, quite a lot going on here. And there's tabs. If I move this across, that's what that looks like on the other page. Once all this dries, I will put a bit of gesso on the top, and that will make it like oldie, so it won't look as bright. That won't look as bright, and it'll tone it down really nice. And that's a tuck spot there. I'm going to use this as my little tuck spot for you to know. So Carla created this piece. There is a tuck spot just there. There's a tuck spot, if I can remember now, just, did I put a tuck spot? I'm sure I did. Tuck spot just there, like so. Yeah, there. There's a tuck spot there, in there, like so. And I fill this up with laces, and there's a vintage button to add to that. I've left all the strings. I've also put some pink sari silk at the bottom. So I'm going to move that across. I don't know as of yet how I'm going to make the holes and how I'm going to create them through fabric. It might be just a making of the scissors. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to be doing the journal a little bit different to a full spider and a cover, because this is going to have the book, and then it's sort of going to have an outer cover, if that makes sense. Looks like, I know what I'm going for, but until I do it, it's hard to explain. So this one, I ruffled the sari silk up on this page. I've sewn it down. I've put some of this green sari silk because I thought it matched in with what everybody's been making. So Sarah can add to this. She can cut it down. She can do whatever she wants. This page, there is a little tuck spot just there, and I've used this piece come from the lovely Marlou in one of her kits. Been meaning to use it for quite some time, and I had never done it. I've used the old style vintage postcode, and I've put a bit of sari silk on the side. And if I overlap it, you've got some laces here. I've put some of that old style napkin. Again, when I Mod Podge that, it'll blend in quite nice. There is a pocket just there, like so. This one was made by the lovely Karina. This is actually on a paper clip. I'll move that up the way in a second. So this was made by the lovely Karina, this letter envelope. So I've put Karina's name on there. And since she used a butterfly in her envelope, I just thought it'd be right to use and bring that butterfly up as well, up to the page. So with Karina's little envelope, there is a pocket there. So it's got all this writing space, and there's a pocket just there, like so. And I haven't inked any of the edges. I've just left as is, as Karina made them. And the YouTube channels, so what they're called underneath each name is what they are on YouTube. Because like I say, I always get muddled up, and I'll be the first one to say I do. So it is nice to have them written down. And Sarah did say to me, when she has this journal, that's what she's going to be doing, is using this journal to write everybody's names down, so that she knows where everybody is and what the YouTube channels are. So it is nice that I've put I don't know where that idea came from, I couldn't tell you, but it is nice that she's got the YouTube name in the book as well as the name of the person that made it. So I've made this little paper thing that I did show you how to do. It's just made up of 3 different layers, and it just clips. I made it to clip. A second, it's getting stuck. Made it to clip on that side, so it does poke up, but I'm not, it's not the end of the world. It should be the other side, really. Should be. There we go, that's better. So some sari silks again. I've got some sari ribbons, some sari silks. I've left this page completely blank because at the end of the day, she can stamp, or she can write, or she wants, whatever she wants to do. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you, Miss Ryan. So this page, you saw me do, that's most probably what the paper clip was for. I did a little envelope. I embossed the page first. So when I embossed it on top. So when I flipped it over, leave about 1/4 inch at the top. I'm going to make this into an envelope, so I don't mind. Oh no, wrong way. Let's do it again. Fold this. Once you embossed it at the top, once you embossed it on the top, the embossing section needs to go on the outside. The smooth section is the inside. Bring the bottom of the page up and fold, and then the top of the page over. And that gives you your little envelope. And that's exactly what I've done here. And then I've layered it with some paper, vintage bus ticket, some more paper, some sari silks. I've got a little vintage button there sewn on. And I've sewn all this on. And then inside here, which I'm going to put something quite special, I think, inside, I've created this little pocket, little doodah. I might put, only might, share some of my vintage buttons in there so she can add them throughout her journal, and put the button through that little gap and then back in. And that was on this section. That was on you. So I think I know I'm going to put it by here actually, because no, I'm not going to put it. I can't even remember what it was. Anybody else know what it was? I think it was you. Can't be 100% certain. Wait a second, because there. Right, so what I'm going to do is, because that was getting stuck there like so, I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to pop the clips on the top rather than have them on the sides. That way it's not going to come undone. So I have some sari silks at the bottom. I have some sari silks on the side. I've just sewn this on so she can cut it off. I have this beautiful sari silk there. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's all beaded. It's beautiful. I've sewn a little section of it there. Then when I flip over, I have the lovely Lynn, and her pocket is here, and she made this section here, so I popped her name there. And then I have the lovely Tammy. Now you'll notice that this page, and I'm fine with this page, I might put some spare pages between, so I might put like, I don't know, there and then there. That's what I might do. Anyway, Lynn's name is there, and she's Lynn Bentley on YouTube, and she made some fabulous journal pieces, absolutely stunning. So I'm going to put some paper pages between them. I won't do them tonight, but I will do them next time I come on. And then on this page, I've used the sari silk. I've used these beautiful vintage buttons. I hope Sarah really likes them, because I'm crying. I'm using them. I loved. I must admit, I love my vintage buttons. I love using them. But it's like, do I have to? No, I don't have to, but I do love using them, because I'm obsessed with my buttons. And Tammy made this section here, this little bag, and it has a pocket there, and it also has a pocket just there, like so. And it says time for tea in there as well. So instead of using it as I've done like that, I just popped it in here. So I'm going to move this over. Then this one, I've created some pages, things that she can attach to the pages. I've left this quite plain because of the fabric. I didn't think, no, my scissors. I didn't think I would need to do that much to it because the fabric's speaking for me. So I didn't want to cover it with any pictures or sari silks or whatever. So instead, I've just created these little bookends, book pages that she can attach to the bookends. She can even clip whatever she wants to on these pages, totally up to her. I've left 3 plain for her to create herself. And I've made this little paper clip, which I didn't show how to create. But how you create them is you grab a paper clip, and I'm using these little, they're called bead caps, and they're like little lobster clasps. And you basically put the sari silk between the bead caps. You crimp it together. That's both that. You put a little jump ring through that, and then you put it on your paper clip. And what I did to the end of my paper clip, just to give it a little bit of dimension, which I will show you in a second. Get one of these out. To attach those little diamantes that you see there, I've created, to bring one out, one of the sides out so it looks like that. Grab it into your pliers and then curl it all the way around and then pop it back in, and that's how you end up with a little hook. And then you're able then to attach anything to it, a charm, beads, anything. And that's what the dangle is. So I've attached some like little sparkly gems to it. And then when I fold it over, like I say, this is going to be well chunky. I've added some fabric pages that she can cut. Like I say, she can add 2. I've got a piece of net in there. That's vintage lace. Some sari silk. I've used a little tab there to make it, and that's as far as we got so far. It's quite chunky. Like I say, I'm going to have to sort of work out how to put it through fabric, but we'll see to that when it comes. I will be putting, where is it? We'll be putting 2 pages here to break it up a little bit. Yeah, I might be putting 2 pages there, and then bringing that there so they don't sort of overlay. So I've got that there. They'll have a page there, and maybe more, and then I'll have that there. So you sort of will see it, but you won't. So that's what that is looking like so far. So I didn't want to start new pages with you all, because I hadn't finished the ones that I had finished creating. But I have got a ton, and I mean a ton. Oh, I've got Angie's page. Oh, I forgot Angie's page. Wait a second. Can't forget Angie's page. I gotta put Angie's page in. I've got to put Angie's page in. She'll kill me. Let me put Angie's page in. Angie created this little corner piece here. Can't believe I forgot Angie's page. Trying to think now, what have I done with that name? Janet. What's that? Haha. I'm just going to quickly put Angie's name on. There. Can't believe I forgot Miss Angie. Hi, Divana, Davy. Hi, Miss Lane. I No, I sort of struggle with names. I'm so sorry I can't pronounce your name. I get it right and then I forget how I've got it right. Does that make any sort of sense? Divana, I think. Davida. There. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Miss Davida. Thank you, sweetheart. I do love you guys. You do help me with my wording on my names, and I do love you all for that so very much. I'm gonna pop this little. You're just stopping by. Well, thank you for stopping by. I'm just going to stick this on, and then I'm going myself. Just wanted to quickly stick Angie's name on because I did do Angie's page last week. Okay. Davida. And I'm going to pop Angie's name there. Now, the paper was what Angie gave me in her packaging. And I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to waste that. And she made this little corner tab. And that's what Angie created. And I'm going to pop that, because of the tab is the same colour as the blue, I'm going to pop that just there. So I have, next week, I have this page to finish. And I have that page to finish. And Angie's is in the middle. So yes, I haven't got any more. I don't think I've got any more. I've got that one that I created with the packaging from Angie, but I need to ink it and do all sorts to that, which I don't know where I'm going to put that yet. But yes, I kept it all in one box. I've kept it all in one box, and hopefully it shan't. I said to Sarah, I said it's going to take some time, for me to finish. She said, I don't mind. She said, because it's journal at the end of the day, and these things do take time, and I'm working on it, and I'm loving the process, and I love the fact you all sent in something for me to put in this journal. So I think, I don't know how many pieces I've got now, how many people I've used. I know there was 13 or 12, 13 that I entered. So I've got 1, 2, just count the names so far, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm probably about halfway there through this journal, and then I'll be doing the cover. And we've got quite a chunky journal, as it so to speak. It's got quite a depth to it. I love all the fabrics poking out, and I love it. I absolutely love how this journal is really turning out. I just hope that everybody's work I've done completely to justice, and that you can see everybody's work, and it's not going to be something that I put in the journal and you don't see. I really do hope that you can see it, and that everybody loves what I've done with your work, because I would hate to use your work and you think, well, actually that's not what I made it for. I just hope that what I've done is what you actually made it for. But please let me know any different, and I'll take it off and I'll redo it, because I don't mind doing that at all. Because at the end of the day, it's your work going in this journal. It's not just mine. So I want to make it right for not only for you, not only for Sarah, but everyone that personally got involved in the challenge. So thank you all so very much for all your kind words and your comments. I'm about halfway there, like I say. So I cannot wait to see what the other half brings. I've got 6 names in here, and there's another 7 to add. But yes, so exciting. I once knew a lovely gent who regularly called his wife Alfie, wasn't his name, and his wife's name was Oh, Rian, that's me. That's me to a T. It's amazingly personal journal. You do everyone justice. Oh, thank you, Rian, sweetheart. Thank you, Fiona, my darling. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. Thank you for all your lovely comments and your thumbs up. They've been going up as I speak. Please don't forget Marlou's shop. The code to use over in Marlou's shop, I believe she's got a junk journal kit actually over there, is Colette, and it's all in capital letters, and it gives you 10% off whatever you buy. So yes. And I've used in the paper packs. I've used Lorna, who is Tailor Made Journals. I printed some papers off Etsy, and I've used some of Tim Holtz and some of my own. So yes. Thank you, Sue, sweetheart. Good night. God bless. Have a lovely week. I'll be on next week on Saturday, not Friday. Due to life, I can't do Friday, but I will be back on Saturday, and hopefully I love the lovely Miss Angie Paisley alongside me, and we'll be creating something beautiful as we always do. And yeah, I will see you all next Saturday at 9 p.m. and I will put a notice on my channel just in case you forget or you're wondering where I am on Friday night. But it's next Saturday I'll be going live, not Friday. And yeah, watch out for my vlog. I did a vlog today. So I'm really looking forward to putting that second vlog. Sorry, I'm really nervous putting it up, but I really want to do it at the same time. So have a lovely rest of the week. Keep the videos going. You all bring me inspiration to a T. Challenges going on at the moment. Lynn Bentley's hosted a challenge. I wanted to tell you about this app as well that I downloaded. I can't remember where I actually found it from now. But before I go, this app is called Awesome Note, and you can put any projects that you're working on. So this app, the app hasn't told me to promote it, but I think nobody's told me to promote this app at all. I just think it's such a good tool to use, and it's just a shame I'm only finding out about this now. Otherwise, I'll be using it a lot sooner. Now, if you're anything like me, I always write things down. If I'm working on projects, I write things down, and I have like a million pieces of paper scattered everywhere about the things I've got to do or the things I've got to send off or the challenges I want to take, and then I forget the challenges I put my name down for, and then I think, I've only got like a week to do it. So yeah, if you're anything like me, this app is like a godsend. So you can download this app on your computer, your tablet, your phone, anything you want, and it's called Awesome Note. And how it works on the phone is it comes up like this. Forget all these multicolored things. These are the things I've got at the moment. And it gives you, wait a minute, it gives you a sort of a tool to use. So I always look at my phone. If I'm watching videos, it's probably last thing at night, and I watch it on my phone. If I'm in the living room and I'm watching, because it's got a boring film on most of the time, I watch my phone and watch YouTube. So this app is, you click the little plus sign down here, and you say plan note, and it'll come up like so. So you will title your note. So let's title it YouTube. I don't know, just title it YouTube. You put all your description in. You would put like got to make a card. So you would put card challenge, let's say, ends on end of April. Let's just say end of April. Now I can delete this in a second, so I'm not bothered. End of April. You can then change the color. So it hasn't got just these color schemes. I hope my brightness is okay and you can see my phone. Let me just check because I want to be able. Yeah, you can. Brightness isn't too much. Right, so you can change the color. So say I wanted like a purple. It gives you a tone of purple. So you haven't just got one color to choose from. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different colors of purple to choose from. So say I'm going to go with light purple and click done. And that will be in purple in my Awesome Note. and then say I wanted to do a reminder. So at the bottom it says reminder, and it will go to, where's it gone? Oh, is it gone? Wait a second. Let me do it again. YouTube challenge ends of April. Wait a second. Right. Of April. My word is not right at all. Light purple. Done. Right. Click the save button next to the colour zone. And that will save. Now that comes up at the bottom and it'll come up wherever you've titled it. So go on to the three dots and it'll say shortcut, share, if you want to share your note to someone, move folder, pin to status bar, which I'm not quite sure what most of these do. But at the bottom, it says set reminder. So if you go to set reminder, it comes up with a clock. So click your clock. So it's got an hours and minutes, AM and PM. Click next, and then it'll ask you what date you want to set that clock for. So let's set it for tomorrow, set alarm. Now that alarm will go off on my phone to say, you've got a challenge on YouTube, check Awesome Note. So this is absolutely excellent. I've been using it for about a week and a half, and it's an absolute godsend at the moment because I've put my name down, I'm doing my swap, I've got like 101 things to do all the time. I always like to keep myself busy, but this is a godsend because I'm not writing down and losing the notes because it's on my phone. So if you go onto your phone, and you can, like I say, you can download this on your computer, your tablet, your laptop, your phone, and it's called Awesome Note. It's an absolute godsend. And if you, like I say, if you're anything like me and you jot things down and then lose the notes, this would be perfect for you. Now, I haven't figured out what everything does on there. It's just to sit and play and see what everything does. Like I say, I've been using it for about a week and a half, and it's amazing. So there's two challenges I want to talk to you about. So we'll go into Awesome Note. So the first challenge is Lynn's challenge. Now it is in yellow. So Lynn's challenge is on YouTube and it's to make a fabric postcard in any colour and style. The size must be 5.5 long by 3.5 wide. Ends of the end of April, UK based. So it can be posted out a couple of days prior because I live in UK. So that is Lynn's challenge, and she is Lynn Bentley on YouTube. And then the other one I want to talk to you about is Tammy's challenge. So Tammy is Tambera Lily and Crafts on YouTube. So Tammy's challenge on YouTube, she wants you to make a handmade card because she recently moved and she lost all her cards you guys made her. So she wants to make a handmade card. Now it can be any handmade card as long as a handmade card. You can make bits and pieces if you want to go alongside it, and that ends the 31st of May. And she hasn't got any colour, style or size, so you don't have to sort of do anything to do with that challenge at all. So yeah, that's the two challenges I want to talk to you about. So Awesome Note is fantastic. Like I say, can't speak highly enough of it. And the reason I found it out was watching you ladies, can't think who it was, and somebody mentioned about how they were using Awesome Note, and I thought, what's Awesome Note? And then when I looked it up, I thought, well, I'll download it, see how I get on. And it's just fantastic. It's absolutely like amazing tool. And you can delete the challenges. So that challenge that we created, if I click the three notes and I click delete note, it just deletes straight off. I don't have to click any more buttons. So that's all I wanted to say to you. Thank you all for watching. It's been absolutely immense live. Like you say, I'll be back next Saturday. Hope you all really enjoyed. I can see you did. And thank you for stopping right round to the end of my video and to find out what I was saying about the challenges and Awesome Note. And I will catch up with you all in next Saturday. Have a lovely rest of the week wherever you are in the world, and I will catch up with you then. Good night. God bless. Love to you all. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for the amazing thumbs up as well. That means an awful lot. Bye for now, ladies. Bye.